100 subscribers. Yes, 100 subscribers. I can't believe it. Like, it's only taken me 12 years. Woo! Let's celebrate. So I don't have any champagne glasses, so this wine glass will have to do. But I have gone out and splurged on this massive bottle of champagne. So let's crack this bottle open, let's pop this cork, and let's get this party started. The only trouble is, there's not actually a cork. It's a screw top. So instead of popping the cork symbolically, oh, do we hear that little crack sound? Beautiful. We will open the glass, bottle, pour it into the glass. Oh, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Look at that. And let's have a toast. Hang on, can you hear those bubbles? Just put that up to the microphone. A little bit of, they call it AMSR or ASMR, something like that. I don't know. Cheers. Thank you to everyone who has supported my YouTube journey that has got me over the line to 100 subscribers. Cheers to that. Wonderful. It feels good. The only thing that won't feel good, I've only just ticked over the 100 subscribers. And if some people happen to unsubscribe, which has been happening of late, and I drop back under the 100, then this video is going to look pretty stupid. I'm going to look pretty stupid. It's going to be quite embarrassing, actually. So please don't unsubscribe whatever you do, all right? Okay, have a drink. Let's relax. So in order to avoid that embarrassment of slipping under 100 subscribers, the best thing you guys can do is subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Now, if you like videos that are mildly entertaining with no real content at all, then you're going to love this channel. So you really should hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get into the video. All right, so as I said, I've been on YouTube for 12 years. That's right, I started back in 2008. Now, if you look back through some of my uploads, you won't see those videos because I've taken them all down. They're very old, they're very irrelevant. They were filmed on an old Samsung mini DV camcorder, and just quite simply, they're awful. But I am going to show you a little bit of a clip from the first video that I did upload to YouTube way back then in June 23rd, 2008, and it was called Eggs, An Awkward Beginning on YouTube, and it was an awkward beginning. And what was the topic? Well, I was talking about the difference between cage eggs and free range eggs. Nothing too exciting there, but there you go. Like I said, you've got to start somewhere. I'm still here, and I'm hoping the journey will keep going and will keep going upwards. So what I thought I would do today, because I've reached that 100 milestone, is do a get to know me question and answer session. Yes, everything you wanted to know about Chilled Rob. Well, not everything, maybe 20 odd questions that I've written out that I thought you might be interested in. Let's go. Question 1. Why are you called Chilled Rob? Now really, do I have to answer that? Isn't it obvious? I mean, I'm a pretty relaxed kind of guy. I try not to get too stressed about things, especially try not to sweat the small stuff, and just take life less seriously. It's written there on the intro to my video. Take life less seriously. That's what we do. So that's why I like to go by Chilled Rob. Question 2. Who is your hero? Well, who is my hero? Okay. Everyone has a hero, don't they? And I'm not talking about superheroes like Marvel comics or movies or anything like that. I'm talking about real people, real life. My hero is my daughter. Yeah, my daughter has an absolutely fantastic story to tell, and hopefully I will get her to tell that in a future video. We'll see. But she is my hero. What she has been through, what she has accomplished, the way she's conducted herself through her life makes me very, very proud, and definitely she is an inspiration. So, Jessica, you're my hero. Question 3. Who is your biggest influence in your life? Now, I would have to say my biggest influence would be my mum. Yeah, really, because my mum helped shape me. She helped shape the person that I am. She inspired me as well when I was a kid. She encouraged me, and she gave me opportunities. So definitely I would not be For example, enjoying my music and being able to have music in my life. If it wasn't for my mum sending me off to piano lessons, buying me instruments, getting me guitars, bass guitars, electric pianos, you name it. She was fantastic. So I would say she's been my biggest influence in my life. Question 4. What really makes you angry? Well, apart from that toilet system going off in the background every time I try to speak, no, that doesn't really make me angry. Rob, chill, yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. So what really makes me angry is ignorant, disrespectful people. That's pretty much it. Ignorant, disrespectful people. That gets me angry. Question 5. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Now that is a great question because let's face it, most of us go to work to earn money. That's it. Right? We don't go to work generally because we love our job and we can't wait to get there. And let's face it, any of us, if we won the lottery tomorrow and we were set for life, we wouldn't go to work. So what would I do if I was in that position? What would I do with my days? Well, I'm pretty sure I would spend it creating, just like I'm doing now, making videos. I'd go out and buy all the top gear. I'd make more videos. I'd probably book myself into a top flight recording studio with the best musicians and write songs and make that record that I've always wanted to make. And the other thing I'd do, which is a little hard to do at the moment with the COVID-19 situation, I would travel more. I would travel. I want to travel. I want to see the world. There's so many places that I haven't seen that I would love to see. So definitely travel, write music, record music, and bring you guys the best videos. Simple. That's it. Question 6. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska? Bit of a strange question. And I'm not going to be specific about Hawaii or Alaska, but more so what they represent. Okay, so Hawaii is kind of, well, I kind of live like in a Hawaii right here on the Gold Coast. So would I rather holiday somewhere that's touristy, tropical, well, subtropical, tacky, dare I say it, sorry, Gold Coast lovers. I live here. It's not the kind of place I want to go to for a holiday. So that would rule out Hawaii. Alaska, on the other hand, wilderness, bears, icebergs, I don't know. That sounds exciting to me. And a bit of cold weather. I love that. I know I'm odd, but I do enjoy cold weather as opposed to hot weather. Probably because I'm just sick of it all. So definitely I would choose Alaska over Hawaii. There you go. Question 7. What's your favourite movie? This is a really easy one for me to answer. Elf with Will Ferrell. Yeah, I've watched it, I don't know, hundreds of times. So I know probably nearly every line out of it. I love that movie. It's a feel-good movie. I love Will Ferrell. I love his comedy. And just Elf is, yeah. Elf is the bomb. Question 8. Is your glass half full or half empty? Let's check, shall we? I would say half full. I'm definitely a half full kind of guy. I consider myself an optimist. I always look on the bright side. I always feel good about the future. Even if something bad happens in my life, I always tend to look for the good in it. I always tend to look for an opportunity in it. So I'm definitely an optimist, definitely a glass half full kind of guy. Question 9. Which of the 5 senses is your strongest? I'm going to say touch, and I'll just leave it at that. Question 10. Who was your first crush? Oh dear, my first crush. Well, firstly, my first crush was way back in primary school, probably back in about year 3, which would go back about 50 years. Now, I'm not going to name that person who was my first crush because there's a very good chance that person may be watching this video and that person knows who she is. So I'm leaving that at that. Question 11. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny do you think you are? Well, I might think I'm funny and I wear these funny clothes. I try to be funny. I'm not that funny. I'm really not that funny. So I'm rating myself. I'm going to give myself maybe a 6 out of 10. Please feel free to rate me higher though. That's good for the ego. Question 12. What was your first job? My first job was as a bank teller. I worked at the CBA Bank in Coolangatta in the Gold Coast in Queensland. That was my first job back in 1980, just after I left school. And I worked there for about a year. Now, I knew that part of that job entailed promotions and transfers. Unfortunately, when it came to my first transfer, it was to a place called Beaudesert, and I'm sorry if there's anyone from Beaudesert watching this video, but I wasn't really thrilled with the idea of going to Beaudesert, so I quit that job. Happens. Question 13. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which one would it be? Well, I'm not going to answer that from my perspective, but I have been told by someone else that a quokka is a good description. If you don't know what a quokka is, I'll put a picture of it up there. Take a look. But I think that's probably the best description of me as an animal. Question 14. What is one thing you will never do again? I will never get drunk on rum ever again in my life. In fact, I probably will never drink rum ever again in my life. I got ridiculously drunk on it one night. It was such a crazy night. I turned into this crazy, violent, aggressive person even. I didn't even know myself. And I was sick for days after. That was enough for me. So I will never, ever, ever get drunk on rum again. That's for sure. Question 15. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is death, honestly. Oh, we're bringing the chilled Rob vibe down here. But yeah, just dying, that scares me. Let's not talk about that. Let's move on to the next question. Question 16. What is your favourite colour? Easy. Blue. I love blue. It's my favourite colour. It really is. Blue. Question 17. What is your favourite food? Well, my favourite food, if I get the opportunity, is oysters Mornay. Wow. Yum. Yeah. Oysters Mornay. Keep that in mind if you ask me over for dinner. Thanks. Question 18. What is your favourite band of all time? It's a pretty easy one. I've got a lot of bands that I like, but most of these bands have been influenced by this band. And I'm talking about the Beatles. You cannot go past the Beatles. They influenced everyone. They changed music history. They changed music. So definitely the Beatles. Question 19. Are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage head on? Yeah, I'm an avoider. Definitely, I will avoid conflict at all costs. Peace, man. Peace. Question 20. What star sign are you? Can you guess? I'm a Libra. No surprise. Peace, harmony, hence I don't want to engage in any conflict. I like to avoid it. Definitely, I'm a Libra. And trying to decide whether to have red wine or white wine or what I'm going to have for dinner, that's always a dilemma for me. So definitely, I'm your classic Libra. Question 21. What is your most used swear word? Most used swear word? Fuck, I don't know. Fuck knows. Who even fucking cares? Next question. Question 22. And we're getting personal. How many relationships have you been in? I don't know if that one counts. Oh yeah, I'll count that. Look, probably around 10 that I would consider serious relationships. I don't know if that's a big number or a small number. I mean, that's spread out over about 40 years or so. So 10 relationships. I guess I could say that I'm qualified to speak on relationships. Yeah, about 10. That's okay, isn't it? I hope. Question 23. Have you ever dated two people at the same time? Okay. Here's a bit of honesty for you. Yes. But hang on, before you go thinking you two-timing, cheating bastard, they both knew each other. They both knew about each other. They both knew I was dating each of them. They both approved. Everyone was on board. We're all happy. That's a whole other story. I don't think I want to get into that anymore. Question 24. We're still on the dating questions. At what age did you go on your first date? I've been in love with girls, God, as long as I can remember. But I do remember my first date was about the age of 12. And I took this girl that I'd met at a family wedding to the movies. And we went and saw a movie called The Sting. You might remember that one. I think it had Robert Redford in it, Paul Newman. Oh, maybe. Anyway, it was The Sting. Went to see it at Roselands in Sydney at the cinemas. And it was pretty awkward. And I can't even remember now. I don't know if we kissed. I was 12. I probably tried. Anyway, that was it. It was one date. So I obviously made a big impression on her. Question 25. What is one guilty pleasure you refuse to give up? Those of you who know me well would know this will be it. I like my wine, champagne, alcohol generally, except rum, of course. You heard that story. So I love my wine. I'm not going to give it up. Yes, I know that I did the Dry July challenge, and if you've been following my videos, you would have seen that. I went the whole month of July without alcohol, and that was fine. Am I going to give it up? No. I like it. It's staying. So there. All right, that's 25 questions. I think that's about enough for one day. If you've got any questions, anything you'd like to know, I'm an open book. Just leave me a comment below and I'll be happy to answer the question for you. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and don't forget to like this video. Share it around with your friends. Let's get to 200 subscribers. Let's hope it doesn't take 12 years to get there. We'll see you on the next video.